I do miss him.
7 years ago, Jeff Mims' brother Tony, a veteran police officer in Athens, Alabama, was killed by a man who had twice been committed to mental hospitals. That killer, Farron Barksdale,
Send me to the police now.
had called 911 asking to speak to police.
What's your name? Send a cop over.
When 2 police officers were sent over, Tony Mims and Sergeant Larry Russell, Barksdale, waiting in ambush,
Officer down.
killed both with an assault rifle, calmly lay down in his yard, and then smiled as he was arrested. Should he have had that rifle?
Oh, no. No.
Should have been stopped at the background check?
With all his history, he should have been in the database.
Federal law going back 43 years requires that anyone judged to be a mental defective gets reported into a federal database, which should stop them from buying a weapon in an instant background check. But Farron Barksdale was never reported to the database. Neither was the Virginia Tech shooter Sung-Wee Cho. And after the shooting of Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords by a suspect thought to be delusional but never diagnosed, the loopholes in the database system were supposed to be closed. It hasn't happened.
People that are dangerously mentally ill are buying guns in this country, and I guarantee you that some of them are using those guns.
A CBS News survey shows 9 states still report no mental health judgments into the system at all. At least 17 other states restrict the reporting of the mentally ill. In fact, reporting is so low nationwide, gun control advocates estimate only 10% of the mentally ill are barred from buying weapons. The problem with reporting comes from differences in state law. In some states, privacy laws prohibit it. Other states see the database itself as unfair. The argument is not everyone judged to be mentally ill is also violent.
I think it's too broad.
In Alabama, State Senator Gerald Dial believes nonviolent mentally ill patients should not lose the right to bear arms. Under a law he co-sponsored, the state can only report the mentally ill who also pose a threat to use firearms inappropriately. Do you recognize that under your language, Barksdale would not have been reported?
We do that, and you just can't make a law that fits every situation.
To the family of Officer Tony Mims, Farron Barksdale's loophole should have been closed.
We think that parents should not bury their children. Everyone in the family was affected terribly, terribly.
After every one of these mindless tragedies, there rises a bipartisan national consensus to stop the criminally insane from owning guns. The reality is, mentally ill people buy weapons every day, walking through the gaps in state law. Wyatt Andrews, CBS News, Athens, Alabama.